wonderful. So this is definitely Dad. He's grabbing my attention. He's not the only one that's passed for the two of you, but he's trying to acknowledge himself first. So if the second person steps in and starts to acknowledge themselves, that's wonderful. If not, it might be that I come back to you, and that's okay. But he's saying very clearly to me, he's not the only parent crossed over, and that there's grandparents crossed as well. So mom and dad are both gone. Okay, so they're going to try to piggyback off of each other is what I'm being told. Did you mostly come with mom on your mind? Okay, good. Because I heard your dad say, I'm here to talk to my daughter, but she's waiting for her. That's all I heard. Do you understand that? Okay, so they might start to talk together. Now, even though I'm connecting to just Thomas right now, he is validating that mom is present today, so I'll wait until she steps forward. But very clearly, I want to call him Tom. Okay, good, perfect. Did one or both of you get tattoos? Because I keep hearing talk about the tattoos. So who had the second one? Okay, good. Did you get two in honor of his? Okay, good, perfect. I keep hearing there's two tattoos, and it just means that one of you got in tattoos in honor of two different people, or one of you got one tattoo for both of you as far as the same honor of the same person. Do you understand that? Good. So he's validating to me. He's saying to me he's had a chance to mention that you got a tattoo in his honor, but nothing has been acknowledged about the grandfather, because I just said, why did you say this? Do you understand that? Good. So he's trying to give that validation as well. And what's with the angel wings, honey? One of the tattoos have the angel wings on it? Good, because I said, tell me something really specific about one of these tattoos, and he just spread all the angel wings out. So he's validating to me that he knows that that was done. Do you understand that? We're all here. We all love them. We're all standing here. Just means Dad's through first, and that's okay. So I'm just going to take my time with him. He's as sweet as can be. He's kind of got giant arms. This is symbolism for me, because when they kind of raise their arms and they get really balky right here, it's their way of saying to me that they're a strong hand in your life. So loved ones always watch over us, and then loved ones can be guardians, loved ones can step in as guides, and then loved ones can be strongholds in our life. So when he makes me feel the strong arms, it's his way of saying that he's a stronghold in your life, and he has me really, really planting my feet very strongly on the ground. So I know that he's a big guardian for both of you. There's a passing of the chest. It's very sudden and unexpected. Do you understand that? Do you recognize that? Because there's somebody else starting to step in, and I'm being told two people passed to the chest. Do you understand it? Okay, so we're going to leave that be for a minute. Who's the one that, heart attack, heart attack, heart attack? Huh? Okay. So I'm going to leave that be, and it's okay that you said his name, but he's stepping in, and he's like, I have to talk to them too, and I feel like I want to pick one of both of you. Do you understand that? Okay, so that is an uncle for you. Uncle, uncle, uncle. Okay, so he's starting to step in. He's a handful. I don't even know how to describe his personality, but he's like full of himself a little bit. Do you understand it? Okay, perfect. Good. So I can feel him just behind Dad, and they're validating to me that they're together. So they're brother energies or brother-in-laws. Do you understand it? Because they smack together like this as far as them stepping in together, and they're locking their aura as far as their energy, and they're coming through as brother energies. But today is about Dad. And it's just because you've had a chance to connect to him before, but she hasn't. So he's excited about telling her that they're together. But he's saying to me, he was standing there and he met me. So they're validating about the two of them as far as being on the other side. Do you understand it? Wonderful. That's what he's saying to me clear as day. I see the white dove wings in front of their chest. I do feel mother energy starting to step in. So that's okay. So we're going to take our time with her. I'm seeing dove wings. There's like 5 or 6 people in the line for you guys, okay? So I just want to finish with what Dad wants to say really quick, because I know I'm only going to have just a couple minutes with him, and then we're going to go right to this mother energy. But somebody's really taking my breath away. This is the chest condition, because it's like sudden, very unexpected, and he's really, really taking my breath away, okay? Now he has a father stepping in just behind him, this uncle, and he's saying to me his name is Harry. So he's stepping in just behind for support. And this is grandfather to you. Okay. You have two grandfathers on the other side? Because I'm being told both grandfathers are on the other side. That's why they validated about the tattoo of the one. But I'm only hearing Harry right now. Do you understand? And very clearly he's saying Harry to me. Good. He's saying to me, I'm not here to talk, I'm just standing here, but thank you for acknowledging me. I said, okay, honey, that's your grandfather. Perfect. So he's just trying to give support to everyone else, and that is just fine. But very clearly, I can see him clear as day, and he just went like this, and he's like, I'm young here. And I'm like, how good for you. So sometimes they'll make me feel and see them just before the passing, and I'll see exactly what they look like, but he's showing himself to me in his 30s. So it's his acknowledgement that he doesn't have any suffering anymore, and that he's completely free on the other side, and that he hasn't carried anything over with him. And he is very clearly in his 30s. There's a gentleman just behind him saluting, who's a father energy to him, so I'm not being told father or grandfather, so it just means it's somebody who served their country. Okay, so I'm just stopping for a minute, because I'm saying thank you for serving our country. Remember how I said there's 6 people here? Okay, so everyone's trying to acknowledge themselves. And I know you're not going to recognize the gentleman that I'm seeing with a really green army uniform, and he's saluting me because it's an older generation. And your dad just said, my girls are clueless about her genealogy. Do you understand it? Okay, good. But I'm feeling the older generation step in clearly just behind. But they had to talk about the 2 tattoos because it's your dad's acknowledgement that there's the memory of the tattoos for several people. And that's why they said to me both grandfathers are passed, but I'm only hearing the one, and that's just fine. I'm going to leave this be for a minute because it definitely belongs to somebody else. But I'm going to wait for the acknowledgement of that in just a few minutes because I'm hearing a really strong, loud song. I recognize it clear as day, and I just want to see if anybody can recognize the validation that they think of their loved one when they get this name. As far as the song, so I'm going to leave that be for a minute because it just means I'm only going to have a couple minutes with them. Mom's been gone for quite some time though. Okay, good. Because I'm hearing her and she's like, I'm here to talk to my daughters today, but I've been here for a while. Do you understand it? And this is your first connection, both of you, with her? Okay, I keep hearing, it's my first time, so is it for perfect? Okay, so it's interesting. You've connected with Dad before, she's connected with Mom, and then it's the other way. So that's why she's saying first time with me. Good. So it just means they're both trying to acknowledge because you haven't had a chance to talk to him, and you haven't had a chance to talk to her. Are you biological sisters? Because they're sisters, but we need to talk about the bloodline. Do you understand it? But you both looked at them as Mom and Dad. Do you understand it? Good, perfect. So it's just the acknowledgement that the 2 watch over you very clearly. I really wanted to talk to my daughter. I know it was the first one on her mind. She's had a chance to talk to Dad before. It was important that I validate this to her. Honey, you were waiting for her to give you a specific sign to watch for. Do you understand it? Okay, good. Can I ask you a question? Are you really drawn to dragonflies? That's her. Because she said, I'm the one with the dragonflies. Do you have a fascination with them? Okay. But was this after she passed? Okay, good. Because she's like, it's been since my passing. Because I'm asking her as you're talking to me. And there is a sign from her very strongly about the dragonflies. That's what she's showing me. A lot of parents will come in and they'll get like pennies or butterflies or dragonflies or the smell of roses or something simple for children. A lot of times it's like cardinals or blue jays. And I'm sure we'll have some people validate that they're signs tonight. And that's just fine. But very clearly she shows me the dragonfly clear as day. And she makes me feel like you were very drawn to them. And I know this is after she passed. Do you know why? Because she was trying to let you know that that was her sign for you. And it doesn't always have to mean that you're seeing them in the yard. It can mean that you're just very drawn to that in general. Do you understand? So I know this has been a sign from her. That's what I keep hearing very clearly. I wanted her to know that I love her too. I watch over all of them. I need her to know that I'm at peace. She's saying to me she's not suffering anymore. Do you understand it? So I know this was really hard health complications with her because of the way she's making me feel. Because she just completely whipped my energy out. So it's just her making me feel the release of the suffering on this plane. And that she's physically well on the other side. That's what she's saying to me. But she's saying to me there's a reason why you've always been drawn to them, and that has been assigned for you from her for years. We don't have very much longer. There's a lot of people waiting in line. We need to make sure that we're courteous with others, but I had to make sure that I had a chance to tell her I love her, because I know that she was really hoping for me. So you were hoping for her. Were you hoping for Thomas? Okay, because he just keeps saying to me, and then I wanted to talk to her. So it just means there's a reason why they stepped in the way they stepped in, and that's okay. It's okay. Oh, it's okay, honey. It's okay. So it just means it's a separate sign, because you've already talked to Mom. So if she's sending you ladybugs and then she's sending you dragonflies, that's okay. That's okay. That's wonderful. Good. Perfect. And you didn't even know that. So this is the very first acknowledgement, because you didn't even know that she had that connection. It's been Mom on the other side all along. That's what it's about. It's okay that you said ladybugs, because she might have shown me. But how great that your sister didn't even know that you have been seeing these all this time, and you were very drawn to them. And it's just because it's her acknowledgement is how she's been trying to get your attention. She is just as sweet as can be. She has so much love for the two of you, because when I start to connect to her, I'm doing all I can to kind of really listen to her words without losing my emotion a little bit, because I can feel her love for you. It's not just them that I watch over my grandchildren as well. They need to know that. I'm a guardian for all of them. Just it's her way of saying that she's an angel. So who's the one that almost just had the car accident? This is very clear to me. Ding, ding, ding. It was her too. Because she's like, I just helped her to not have the car accident, and that's all I heard. Do you understand that? That just happened? I kept hearing under a month. Do you understand that? Okay, so you need to know that Mom was present as well, and that it wasn't just your boyfriend on this level, because she's saying to me very clearly that she helped you. Would you have been like smacked on the side? Yeah. It wouldn't have been good. She would have been hit right on the side. Tell her I was there. I know. That's what I'm hearing. Did I just say that they're going to hit you right on the side? Okay. I was like, I know, I just said that. That's what she's validating to me. Because she's already had the connection with her, her whole energy goes to you, and Dad kind of goes to her. But they both so much love you. She had to make sure she gave you that sign of the dragonfly, because it's going to be your acknowledgement that she's with you. And she knew on a soul level, you're already recognizing it. It's just her way of giving the validation of it. Do you understand? And I'm like, tell me anything else, because she's saying to me she watches over you. Dad's saying to me that he watches over, and then very clearly I want to start stepping down and looking at these grandchildren. So they're both very big protectors of your children as well, which is just wonderful, and I want you guys to remember that when you leave today. But I'm asking her, give me anything else. And very clearly she's like, I just kept her from having that car accident the other day. That's always just under a month to me, when they make me feel it just happened and very recent. And then she's making me feel like the car would have hit you on the side. And she's saying to me it wouldn't have been good. So you need to know that she was with you in spirit in that moment as well, and they helped protect you from that happening. And she was kind of the one getting his attention and the whispering in the ear. Do you understand that? Did he have a fit with you over it? Uh-huh. Because she just keeps saying to me, he was really worried. He was really concerned about her. Let her know I was right beside her. Tell her I love her. That's what she's saying to me very clearly. So a lot of times when they come through, I want them to start validating their names to me. And even though I only heard Thomas and Harry, that's okay. But I want them to give acknowledgement of how the passing happened, or a specific date, or even a birth date for somebody, or signs, or a way that they were with you recently. Especially if it's a protection and they were helping you, because that's something that she's going to give me that she wouldn't even know. The same thing with the dragonfly. Do you understand it? Wonderful. Mom's pulling her energy out. Tell them I love them both. Tell them both that I love them so much. I wanted a chance to at least grab their attention. Why you could feel me. he gets all the credit. So it just means Thomas gave her the energy to do that. Even though she's been gone for quite some time, and I feel like she passed before him. Do you understand it? Because no, I keep hearing. She passed before me, she passed before me. Who's the mother energy for Thomas? That's the sixth person. She's trying to step in. Hold on a minute. Yeah, she's been, okay, the lady that I'm hearing has been gone over 20 years. Okay, I'm just going to leave that be. Do you understand it? Okay. She's stepping in. Your mom is pulling her energy out. I'm coming right back to Thomas, and there's a really strong maternal energy, but I'm not being told if it's grandmother, great-grandmother, or great-great-grandmother. She's stepping in to give your dad a little bit more energy so I could have another minute or two with him. And I keep hearing, I've been here as well. I was before him. I was standing there for him. That's why I was hearing it, because she's trying to validate to me that she was standing there for your dad as well to give you guys comfort as far as his passing. Okay, perfect. Good. And who has the lucky penny? Who in the room carries around the lucky penny for their loved one? Okay, I'm going to leave that be for a minute, because there's something about an old coin collection and somebody keeping, huh? Do you understand it? Okay, good, because that's what I'm hearing in the background. Do you understand about the coin collection? And I keep hearing my lucky penny, my lucky penny. And I feel like I want to put it in my pocket. Do you understand it? Okay, I'm just going to leave that be, because it could be someone else trying to pass a message to you to give to somebody else, so I'm going to leave it be. Now, they're not fully stepping in behind your family, but I was being told it's not this bloodline. Do you understand it? Good. So we'll wait and see if they step in later to then pass that message. They're not stepping in with your family, but I can hear them in the distance, so as long as you understand it, good. So that's why I had to stop and acknowledge and kind of shift my energy around the room on purpose, because they were making me feel like it's not your bloodline. So just know that that person's back there. They're trying to give a message, but it is about connection with mom and dad, and that's okay. Dad very clearly just keeps saying to me, he feels like he really didn't have his goodbye. Do you understand it? I didn't have my goodbye with them. There's things I know that I left unsaid to her. I've had a chance to say some things to her already. Who? Does somebody go by Sandy? What is that? Who in the room recognizes the name? Oh, Sandy. Okay, never mind. Somebody's trying to talk to. Okay, how many Sandys do I have in the room? Okay, all right, never mind. All right, so someone's trying to grab my attention because I was like, whoa, what's that about? All right, we're gonna leave that be, because that might be coming back to you in a minute, very clearly. All right. Your dad's starting to lose his energy. He's starting to step out. Tell her I love her. I wanted them to have a chance to talk to their mom. I knew how important that message was for her, but I wanted my daughter to know that I love her too. Tell them both that we're here. Thank you. He's thanking me. I might get a little bit more out of him, but they're making me feel like I need to shift. I feel like I might get the information about that lucky penny in the coin collection, because I know someone else is starting to step in. So we're going to leave that be just for a minute, okay?